They're all
Famous
afraid.
Jožek. Famous
We're
Jožek.
blogging here a little bit.
This is Michael. Michael, say hello.
Hello.
Say about your opinion about the war. That
Long
must
live
stop.
Ukraine.
Huh?
Long live Ukraine.
Long live Ukraine.
May
yeah.
peace come to your country. Yeah. Unbelievable. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I feel so separated. I wish I could help somehow. All I could do is pray.
I hear you.
It's enough.
Yeah. I hope that evil man goes away. We don't need that. Yeah.
Michael, what are you doing here, by the way? What are you doing here?
I'm an artist,
Uh-huh.
and I'm I don't know my car in the background. From the nature. I'm a nature lover.
Just like
But
us.
why are you coming
I
here?
just saw a beautiful pileated woodpecker.
Uh-huh.
It's this big. It's got a red head. I took pictures of it. It's just unbelievable.
You have a camera? How you take pictures? With the phone or with
I
the camera?
have both. I have a Canon,
Ah, you have
and I
Canon.
have my phone.
I see.
I got a little picture of the woodpecker. Not that good though, because the light's not that strong.
That is
But
true.
yeah, I'm an artist, and I come out every day. This is where I hike when the snow is up. You know, walk down. It's 1.25 miles, and then walk back, so you get your 2.5 miles in.
We was about to run you over. You know, we was about to run over you.
Oh,
Remember?
no.
Remember?
She slowed down. No, no,
I
no.
did, but I'm just learning how to drive, so you felt it and you moved to the side.
Yeah, no, I could make room for you.
Yeah.
What do you like What do you like about the park?
This park,
Yeah.
there's so many beautiful features to this park. There's lakes and streams and waterfalls. Have you visited the waterfalls?
Yeah, we're
There's
about to go there.
beautiful
Yeah.
waterfalls, very tall.
Where they are?
Well,
Walking distance from here? How far?
yeah, today's not a good day.
Okay.
Come on, we are going. We're
No,
getting
no,
there
no.
for
You
sure.
don't have the shoes on.
Yeah, your shoes and my
Yeah,
jacket
no,
is
no.
a thin one.
Where are the? Just tell me where they
Okay,
are.
well, there's Dingman's Falls. How did you come? Did you come up Route 80 or did you come across Dingman's?
We don't really know too
Did you
much.
come up
Really know
209
from here.
along the river?
That is like we don't know. We don't know. It's like no, we was driving around. Yeah, we was driving around. We came. You know.
Did you come from the north, from Milford, or did you come from Stroudsburg?
From south, from New Jersey.
Did you come out Route 80 from New York?
We are
From
talking.
New Jersey, yeah.
You are talking numbers to us. We don't understand numbers. Really.
But we
Like-
came from New Jersey, so must be
Did you come across the water gap where all the big?
yeah with the
Okay.
bridge
Then
and
you came up 209.
yeah.
That is
Comes
true. Yeah.
along the river,
Okay.
and then somehow you got here. I don't know how you came in
By
here.
mistake mostly.
Yeah. Well,
Where we should go? Where are the high waterfalls? What they are called?
there's Dingman's Falls.
Digman's Falls. We're gonna GPS it and
Yeah,
go
you
there.
can GPS that, but it's a long walk into there. I wouldn't advise that today. Come back on a nicer day.
How far is the how long?
Well, the falls are not far from here, only a couple miles.
Miles.
But you don't walk to that today. It's just walking today, enjoying the air and the sky, and there's little birds are coming out, and the woodpeckers. But there's many different trails.
What's over there, by the way? We're
That
planning
road is
to go
being
this-
rebuilt. There's a part of the road that collapsed.
Uh-huh.
So they're
But we can
rebuilding
still
it.
walk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Too slippery, but I don't know. You could try. But yeah, there's just a lot of features here, and then there's the Pocono Environmental Center.
Yeah, we saw that. We was there.
Yeah. There's trails around there. When you come back, you
Yeah,
can see
we
the
saw
trails
that.
there. I'm not sure how much you're into nature, but there's lots of wonderful wildflowers. There's orchids growing.
That's the famous Jožek.
Orchids here.
There's orchids.
This is the famous Jožek.
Oh yes.
It's my nickname.
It's a.
I'm not famous.
Translate to him. What does this mean?
Jožek, it's a.
Are you a comedian? Do you work at a club?
Somewhat
He
like
should.
this. Yeah.
What do you do? What is your skill?
I'm an Uber driver. I love
Oh.
my job.
Has many skills,
I
actually.
can see
I have
a headache
many
thinking of
skills,
that.
yeah.
I used to drive a taxi.
Yeah.
Yeah, many years ago. I drove a taxi in my town. I grew up 11 miles from Manhattan,
I
in
see.
Jersey.
In Jersey. What area? Which Jersey?
A town called Rahway. Which
Rahway.
is here between Elizabeth and New Brunswick.
I see. Rowway. Rowway.
It's along the
Rowway. Rowway. It's like Lady Gaga.
I lived in the village. I lived
Rowway.
in Manhattan for a little while.
I've
I lived
been- yeah.
in Greenwich Village.
Greenwich Village. Oh, that's the cool place. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the cool place.
Well, how do you like being here in America?
We love it. It's like the
Actually, I
best
love it a
place.
lot.
it's the best place.
It's expensive in Manhattan, though.
It's okay. You gotta work harder.
Oh, we don't live in Manhattan. We live across the river from Manhattan.
In Jersey or?
Yeah, Jersey.
My aunt used to live in Weehawken.
That's where we live. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know when you come off the tunnel and you go up the road, you come around, and then you come and you see the beautiful skyline?
That's exactly.
where
She
we
lived
live.
right there.
That's exactly
You
where
know,
we
you
live.
look out her window and there's New York.
Yeah,
That's right.
You see Manhattan from my daughter's bedroom.
It's $1
Yeah.
million.
Basically.
It's the $1 million view there, and
Yeah.
we pay less.
Than a million.
Well, yeah, well, if you're renting,
Yeah.
but it's difficult. There's very expensive living in the
It
city.
is. It is. It's
Out
not
here
for
it's
everyone.
lovely. I love it. There's no taxes on your pension out here. And
I see.
we have 5 acres in the
you have your
woods. and-
land.
yeah, I
That's
love the
wonderful.
properties here. Yeah, so like I said, I'm an artist and I do a lot of nature art.
What art is it?
Geography.
What art? What kind of art?
Well, right now I did a whole series of paintings related to the corona.
I see.
I did a whole.
Okay,
corona.
now
Interesting.
there's a advertisement.
Can we find you online?
Now, where we find you? If we, if these
I'm-
people see, there's like millions of people are watching right now. By the way,
Not millions.
Oh, really?
yeah, it is not a joke. It's live YouTube
It's
stream.
not live. Yoshik, it's not live. Why are you lying? But we're gonna upload this video later.
Now, tell us how people can find you.
Okay.
You know, and your art and your
I
adventure.
have issues with being famous.
I know.
I have issues with selling my art.
Oh, like any
I
artist.
am
Like any artist.
anti-capitalist when it comes to art.
We're sorry for you.
Yeah,
Michael,
I do
right?
not care to sell my work. I do not care to show my work.
Even to show.
I've been painting for 57 years. And I love my work. I have done art in the past. I had work in my State Museum of New Jersey, Montclair Art Museum, and lots of museums and galleries. But I have issues in my personal space about people looking and seeing and making comments and all that.
Yeah.
Not my
I
gig.
understand.
I just love making beautiful work. I like making meaningful work that relates to what's happening now in history. I love just color and form. My art gave me a career in conservation. I'm an
I
art
see.
conservator, and my specialty is objects. I restore beautiful objects, porcelains and pottery and all kinds of, and I've been doing that for over 40 years. And that's what keeps me, with the cash flow.
This is gonna be my future friend. Can you televise? Okay, there's like
Okay.
2 artists here now. 2 artists.
Are you an artist too?
Yeah.
I'm artist. I'm Ivan, the artist, photographer, and famous photographer. Now, this is Michael,
Yes.
right? We're gonna call it the Van Gogh. Van Gogh. Do you know, guys, the story about the Van Gogh?
Yes. I
About
know.
his
everybody know.
painting that
Do you know
he-
that he may not have killed himself?
Yeah.
There's a story that he was out with a group of his friends,
Okay.
and they were all drunk, and they had the gun, and one of his friends was fiddling with the gun, and it went off,
Oh.
and it hit Van Gogh, and he did not want his friend to get in trouble, so he told everybody he shot himself.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
There's an
Such a
alternate story
noble
about him.
person, huh?
Yeah, that is interesting story. And see, here is the future Van Gogh. Pay attention. We want his address. We want to catalog every piece of art that he has, and
You are going far.
we're gonna
He
acquire
is going
this.
far.
We are going far in the future. We are acquiring these pieces of art, and we're gonna be rich and famous.
Oh, well,
Nah,
I don't
it's
know
not
about
about that.
That
That
is
is the eyes. The more eyes on me, the more nervous I get.
That is the theme of the show, rich and famous. Wow. Okay, this is the famous Yoshik, by the way. Okay, we know about Michael now. This was a quinkity, right? We met you like by coincidence
Yes,
here.
we did
And
not plan this.
We do not.
Actually, we met twice.
Yes, that's right.
So
The
it
first time
was
when you
meant
went
to be.
past, I waved.
The first
Yeah,
time,
we
the
met.
first time was about to run over you with.
No, she
With
was
the-
always- She knows how to drive. I mean,
She's a wonderful driver, by the way.
30, yeah.
Okay, what you would say about the world and the people and the current state of affairs and what like we want to pick up your brain a little bit more because obviously you told us a significant amount of stuff
Right.
that we want to know more. Now we want to.
Okay.
That's important.
I think that the coronavirus definitely altered the way people relate to each other.
It is true.
We've all kind of looked over our friendships and our relationships, and we realize that there's things that are looking a little different now. People are more careful how they get close because, wow, he could be carrying something that will kill me.
Yeah.
So people are a little more careful. And then with our older friends who we've had a long time, we're much more close with them. I've lost some friends since this. I had an extended family member pass away from the corona. I had another friend commit suicide. He just
Sorry to hear.
couldn't deal with it in November. He just couldn't deal with
A
it.
lot of people was there.
Yeah.
I slipped a little bit over there too.
Yeah. It's
Not
very
ashamed to admit. I was like start thinking like.
depressing.
Yep, I was start thinking these bad thoughts, right?
That's why it's important to have a spiritual center. Very important. This world is not the end for us. This is a school. We're here to learn. And the one thing, we only have to learn one thing, how to love. The minute we turn away from love, we cause trouble. The minute we turn towards love, we are moving towards the right direction. And the other thing is, pain and suffering are freely available to you. They're freely available.
That's right. That's right.
And that's the reason it's about what we do with the pain and suffering. Do we make more for others and ourselves, or do we try to heal and bring love to the problems? Because if we don't have love, the world is done. That's the end. So, and love is many things. It has so much history, so much depth. I mean, individuals, cultures, societies. It's all about how we support and help each other. And when you don't do that, you're causing trouble, and the world will go bad. I mean, look what's happening with that evil man.
Yeah.
He doesn't care that babies are dying, that children, all of the awfulness that he's created. He doesn't even care. Now he's got a lot more lifetimes to live to get through that one, because I believe in reincarnation.
So do
believe
I.
we come back.
The famous Jožek here. This was a accidental good interview in the park. Accidentally good.
These deep thoughts. I didn't expect to hear something like that today.
Well,
Very insightful.
I'm a writer, I'm a poet, I'm a painter, I'm a conservator, I love to sing, I love music, I'm untrained, I'm self-taught, I come up from myself.
Michael, he's a cool cat.
Beautiful.
It's a cool cat, Michael. Knows a lot.
Now you got more than just driving Ubers.
Yeah.
What is he? What is it?
Everything. So many things.
You should be on television or something, or in journalism or something.
Yeah, I'm in the
You're a good
journalism, yes,
interviewer,
yes,
a
yes.
reporter maybe. Do you
Reporter.
like to write?
Report to the universe. Universe is Jožek, famous
He's
Jožek
into
here.
visual arts, actually.
How about you? Do you create it yourself or what?
Well, actually, I'm in the tech industry. I'm a programmer, but I'm a writer too.
What do you like to write?
Fiction.
I'll show you my novel.
Ah,
Sure.
I wrote
Okay.
a novel.
there you go.
Oh.
The novel is here. Now at least we're gonna peek at one of these art pieces.
Starts it's snowing, by the way.
Yeah, it is an awful windy area. Let's see the novel.
Awful.
It's all on the floor.
It's all on the floor.
It's windy, but it's.
Famous Jožek. It's just the sound will be not
We
right.
just met a very interesting person
Yeah, as we always do.
lately.
Oh, there you go. Ah, now we know that who's this guy. Okay, you guys.
I put the card.
Can I take a picture?
Advertisement tells of
Alamucha.
Alamucha.
Alamucha
This
is
is
an
Michael.
old Lenape Indian word. It was the name of an Indian chief. His full name was Alamucha Hokingen,
I
and
see.
his name meant place within the hills. And it's a nature fantasy novel.
I
So
see.
I designed
interesting.
everything. I designed the cover, I designed these letters, I designed my little nature characters.
Oh, it's leaves.
Yeah, I started making these little nature faces.
Is it
And-
a photograph, not a
Yes, it's a
digital art?
photograph, right.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a photograph. I started making these little nature faces, and they got more and more complicated. I created all these little characters. Those are
Oh my
little
God.
shelf mushrooms on a tree.
No wonder I was
So
singing the
cool.
spirits, the Indian spirit this morning. All
Yeah,
day long.
you had this.
Okay, guys, free advertisement for Michael, even though he doesn't want to be
Do you sell
famous.
these books, or
Of course, he has to.
are they for sale? Do you have them somewhere?
Yes.
Available?
You can buy it online.
We
You can buy them online,
I'll give you
Oh,
my card.
Yep, there you
Yes,
go.
please.
There you go. We're gonna advertise you people, millions of people. Please buy the book.
it reminded me
You
of
should be a
Carlos.
promoter.
I am a promoter.
He is. It reminded me of Carlos Castaneda.
Yes, I love him.
I love him
I read
too.
him back in the, whatever, the 70s, a long time ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one thing. I was doing the fantasy novel. I had to get it out of my pocket. Ugh, sorry.
I was
I don't carry
He's a
wallet.
rich man too.
Yeah, to pay you. To pay you for your conversation.
Yes, they always pay me.
We have to pay for the conversation.
Oh, there you
Thank you
go.
very much.
There's where you
Okay.
see the novel.
Yes, you guys, you can find him.
Tales of Alamucha.
There's a
Website,
Please, people in the
You can
universe,
text me or whatever. Contact me.
please go and check that man. Buy his book and
Pay
his
for it,
everything.
PayPal.
Okay,
So I
art
was
coming
doing
soon.
the fantasy work until November 8th, 2016. A big change happened in our country on that day.
November 2016.
November 8th, 2016.
What happened, Sergio?
I don't
I
pay
was-
attention to
I was-
politics. It's some political thing has to be.
That awful man was elected president of our country.
Oh, I even forgot about him.
Yeah, good. We need to forget more about it. But when he was elected, I felt like the world just went turned completely upside down, and I couldn't. My fantasy world felt powerless against that nightmare. And then we lived through those 4 years of his insanity.
Rain.
Oh my God!
The way he say it, oh my God!
We're just so apolitical because we don't even vote, right?
Yeah, we don't know
Well,
what's
you
going
must-
on.
You know, you're looking at it from the outside. You know, from the inside, it was like. So my art changed. I stepped away from the fantasy. I still have it, but I stepped away, and I decided I needed to go to a more formal form of art making, something abstract. And I went to the simplest way of making art, pen and ink.
Beautiful.
Just simple pen and ink. And I started doing these beautiful drawings with my pen, and then they started shaping into forms, and it kept going. I did about 200 drawings in that series, and it evolved into a very abstract, hard edge acrylic type thing, where I was making these beautiful shapes and forms on canvas, large canvases, and then George Floyd happened.
Oh, yeah.
George Floyd just like, whoa, I have to be into this. And then of course the corona started around the same time.
Yeah.
That's right.
And I thought, whoa, I can't be abstract away like that. I have to let that into my work. I need to be bonded with this reality we live in. I can no longer like just pretend and do escapist art or
Maybe it's
fancy.
better. Maybe it's better.
I know this is good too. It has value, but I wanted to be
Into
I
the
wanted it to be
times.
meaningful. I wanted
I
to have
know
meaning.
exactly what
I
you
want
mean.
my life to mean something. I want my work to mean something. I don't want it to just be pretty.
Which is good too, in a way.
Pretty's good,
Yeah.
but it needs to have some roots, some depth,
Mm-hmm.
you know? I'm not denying, beauty and pretty, but I want truth in my work, and that's what I was seeking in my work. And I got into these Corona paintings, and boy, whew, I could show you some of them on my phone if you want
Yeah.
to see. I'm really taking your time. I don't mean to.
We like this kind
Yeah,
of stuff.
we like this conversation.
We always meet people like you, and they always talk their story, and that is very good because
Here's
we
my kitchen garden.
show them.
Oh,
We
your
show them.
plants.
Yeah, I love gardening.
So
plants.
beautiful.
Right, I cannot see it too much because the phone
Your
is
camera
dark.
cannot.
Ah, my camera is like the phone is too
Find,
dark.
one of my paintings. I've been doing
The
these
paintings is really interesting part.
oh, this is. Want to have some fun?
Wow!
All right, yeah.
I said, why does the painting surface have to stay still?
No,
Why not? And I started doing that. But yeah, I had fun with techniques where I was doing more, you know.
Oh wow!
This is very
This is like the people of Ukraine reaching.
Oh, it's just a recent painting.
This one I did
Yeah.
last week, yeah.